So I just thought I'd share my base mechanics for my flower tower for this weekend. So I've just bought myself a umbrella stand from Bunnings. This one's granite base, so it's nice and heavy, really sturdy, and I'll be designing on a hardwood floor base, so like a deck, so it'll be really lovely and sturdy. And I did choose a couple of sticks from the bush, but I like this one the best. So it's got a nice height, it's probably 6 foot, I guess, just a little bit taller than me. And I've just secured it with these little toggles so that it's really nice and firm. The other reason that I like this branch is obviously it's relatively straight, but excuse the chainsaw in the background, but it's also got these little bits of branch that are going to help with securing the bird wire to it. So I'll show you once I've done the next stage. Okay, so I often get asked what type of wire I use instead of chicken wire, and this is it, bird netting, or bird wire I call it. This 60 centimeter length is a bit more manageable than the longer roll, I find, and I just get it from Bunnings. Not that it's another plug for Bunnings, but that's just where I get it from. And honestly, this is probably the second roll I've bought in about 3 years. So it just goes a really long way. Okay, so I've added the bird wire, started at the top, and I've basically just spiraled the wire down to the base. And this allows you to have multiple layers of wire for better support and insertion of your stems. But it also allows these pockets, or these openings, where I can slot in my water vessels. So yes, you can buy the purpose made or the little water vessels with the spikes made out of plastic. Obviously you're going to reuse them again and again, but and you can purchase those. They work really well as well, but I just like to reuse things. So these are my little washed out tin cans wrapped in hessian. They're light, they're easy to insert in here. I've just got them bound and wired through and supported with some bind wire, so they're really firm, and just got those strategically placed so that I can have these pockets of colour and blooms in amongst foliage. And even with you know, might want to have some placements right up here with flowers, then they just thread through the wire and into the water source there. So it doesn't mean you just have to have your flowers in one place. They can extend way above the design and then come down and have their little stems drinking in water if they need to be. I will be free stemming some of this design and just using the vessels for the softer flowers that I know work best with some hydration, and these will disappear really quickly and easily in the design. You won't see them at all. And then coming down to the base, I've left some extra wire down the bottom if I want to cascade. Obviously I'll be hiding the base, and I just use these trays of, as you can see, I've used it again and again with just elastic bands to hold the wire in place. There's multiple layers of wire in there, and that will allow me to extend the design out over the base. And given that this is a stone look anyway, it's, you know, again, if you saw a little bit of that underneath, it's not, you know, too garish like something coloured or black or something like that. So this will allow me to have some lovely extensions out here as well. So that is my base mechanics for my flower tower. So when I'm transporting this, I will undo the little toggles there, take the stick out and transport that just as one piece, and the base separately, and then when I get on site I'll just be able to pop that in do up the little toggles to secure it again, fill up my little vessels with water and start designing.